westbound 36 approaching Lexington with a black Chrysler 200, no plates.
Copy westbound 36 approaching Lexington, black Chrysler 200, no plates. To the squad to assist till code 4.
5183.
Up to 140.
5183, copy 2117.
Welcome back. Sorry about that. We had a technological glitch.
Bravo 728, could you add Alpha Zulu Tango 535 and I'm code 4.
Copy code 4, 2117.
You're playing what we're recording.
373, 324, code 4.
Squad 324.
All right.
921.
6921, could you head to 1634 Eustis Street in Lauderdale for a PCN? Both license plates were taken from company.
Thanks for joining us again. I'm sorry we had that glitch.
Unknown when this occurred. Looks like one of the plates is, at least one is coming back stolen as well.
21 copy.
Thank you, 2118.
We might slide over to Minneapolis.
She's code 4.
Traffic code 4, 2119.
It's always busy down here, Pat.
Always.
Charles, Edmond, the gas station. People are always out roaming.
Yep, Lower Rice Street's gotten pretty busy.
Yep. A lot of poor people in the world. You know, so the economy is really. Even a good friend of mine went homeless in the last month. It's just. Hopefully the economy will bounce back here in the next 6 months.
Yeah, definitely took a beating during COVID.
Your door's still open, sorry about that. That's a manufacturer flaw. My wife hates that too. So we'll be on for the next 3 hours or so, so feel free to share this with your friends before it gets too late. Sorry about that last glitch.
That was a Pat glitch. I was trying to put the phone a little more securely in the holder, and I stopped recording.
361.
Technological sounded fine too.
Can you give me the phone?
Call time of 2035.
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome, 2021.
True Chow. That's an excellent restaurant if you've never eaten there.
I haven't actually eaten there. I was telling people though, it used to be a Winchell's Donuts.
It sure did.
Affirmative. 2121.
I always had a dream of drive-through donuts. I told that Visa we were working. I said, you know, they didn't have drive-through, but if you had drive-through donuts, that'd be big. I think they probably have them.
Going at 6912 on the horse.
I'd imagine.
66. Could you call 101? 2122.
Westbound on University. Yeah, St. Albans. By the way, one of the oldest fire stations in town right here. You know, University in St. Albans. A lot of nights those firefighters will be sitting out there on their patio. Not really a patio, I guess an apron. They still have a pole in that fire station.
Yeah, they do.
A lot of them nowadays don't.
It's one of the busier fire stations in town.
And I've said before, I'll say it again, you know, St. Paul has the most outstanding paramedic and fire service in the country. I mean, it's really, they have full-time firefighters that are there and respond to your house within 2 to 3 minutes. It's about one of the best safety assets you can have.
Unreal.
Well, I mean, both police and fire.
Our homicide rate would be much greater than it is were it not for the expertise of our medics with the St. Paul Fire Department.
Yeah. What is the screaming? Oh, something's going on. We're gonna have to get out of the car and figure out what that is. That's not good, whatever it is. Hey! Go on! This here? Is that it? That's fine. Listen. Don't throw away. What's the relationship? I'm gonna give this to you. Get you in the car right now. How old is she? How old are you? Well then, that was interesting.
Holy smokes.
So what we had there is a screaming juvenile female. We didn't know she was a juvenile at the time. If you didn't know better, she'd think she'd been assaulted, right?
Oh, I thought she was being killed.
And we had adults in the front seat. And apparently, there was some type of argument over her cell phone accessories. And her mom's in the front seat, but the uncle is in the front seat too, and he proceeds to throw the charger out the window over onto the light rail tracks, which then stimulated this reaction. So we went and got the charger, but she obviously has a juvenile delinquency problem, would you say?
That might describe it pretty well.
Yeah. But at the moment, it sounded like someone was being terribly assaulted, right?
It was horrible.
And so we gave the charger back to the mom, and that compelled her to start screaming again. So we do support moms out there, even if their 14-year-olds are screaming and yelling like. And the adult, the male
Bravo 204 on EOT.
was plenty good. He was.
Have a good night, 2127.
He was good.
And the other girl in the back seat just kept on Instagramming through it all.
Oh, she did. They were live on Facebook, probably. I don't know if you could hear the screaming in the background. I'm guessing you could. But that car was right behind us. We just assumed there was some kind of nefarious activity.
It certainly sounded
It's
like
never
it.
good to get out with nefarious activity behind you with their lights on, but
Sometimes just no choice.
one of those things, you just hope your flashlight will blind them long enough that they don't, something doesn't happen. So there's a transit car. We'll stop for a moment, see if they need any help. You all good? All right. Good to see ya.
Hey guys.
Yeah, well, sort of quiet. Hey, what's going on in Minneapolis? Have you heard anything over there? I heard there was some problems over there. Downtown on Nicollet? You guys would they notify you or not? Well, it's in the, you know, Nicollet and 9th we heard was at.
Yeah, they had an issue. They've been having an issue down there.
Are they?
Yeah.
364, go ahead.
I figure they're just worried those activities in Chicago are going to bubble up here.
I hope not.
I hope not. Have
Yeah,
a good
really.
night, gentlemen.
Have a good one.
Thanks.
361.
361.
Show us that 726 rating in relation.
129.
For years, St. Paul officers, I think some still do, would work part-time for the transit police as transit police officers.
Yeah, that's right. Transit started out as a collection of part-time officers from other agencies, which wasn't a bad thing because those officers were pretty connected to the communities that
Absolutely.
they were in. You know. $9:30. Not too bad. I'm guessing that we would have heard more about that Minneapolis problem.
I would think so.
Hate to run over there and leave our good county for that long if there's nothing going on. Now, Spruce Tree. Oh, I got to tell you a story. Spruce Tree. Spruce Tree Center, it's obviously shaped like a spruce tree. That was the idea of Marie Slawick. Marie Slawick built that building. Her husband had passed away, and she was a developer right here at the southwest corner. But Marie Slawick and her husband, Harold, also built Harmar Mall.
I didn't know that.
They built Harmar Mall together, and the name
Bravo 728.
Harmar came from the first 3 letters of Harold and the first 3 letters of Marie.
I'll be darned.
Harmar Mall, Harold and Marie Slawick. I got to know her pretty well, and she was a big fan of helping School Patrol because of the death of Skipper Slawick, and so she was their family contributed to all the school safety patrols throughout the area, and helped launch the School Safety Patrol Foundation. And Skipper Slawick is buried out at Resurrection Cemetery in Burnsville. Actually, right across the street from my father-in-law and my wife's sister. So, but anyhow, Harold and Marie, Harmar Mall.
I'll be darned.
Myself and Bravo 584.
There's an Applebee's in there for years.
Yeah.
At Spruce Street.
Yeah. Post Board is there. Minnesota Post Board, I think, is still there, right?
I think so.
Peace Officer and Standards and Training.
Yep.
Sometime in the next week, the Post Board is going to select a new executive director. From Inside Intel, there's 2 finalists that are going to make presentations on the 17th and then have public input after that. I don't know if there's public input, but there'll be a decision after there. But the public will be allowed to watch the presentations. Of course, the legislature is going to be asking more and more out of the Post Board. The Post Board is the licensing board that sets model policies and standards for police officers. And of course, there's expectations on new model policies regarding use of force, but also there'll be discussion about how to improve in policing in the future. We all know that we can always improve. So when you stop thinking you don't need to improve, that's when you know you have a problem.
Yeah, I became a policeman for the first time in 1975, and policing is done about a 180-degree turn in that 45 years.
Yeah. Where did you start before you came up here?
San Antonio, Texas.
San Antonio, yeah. Now that reminds me. Tell the listeners about your father, because Ray Scott. So
boy.
Tell, this isn't just Pat Scott. This is the son of Ray Scott, former announcer.
Well, I was born in Pittsburgh, and my dad had at a very young age started working for KDKA, which was actually the first broadcast radio station in the country. And he had an opportunity to, at just about the same time, start broadcasting for the Green Bay Packers back when the announcers would travel with the teams. There wasn't just centralized announcers with the network. The announcers would travel with the teams, and there was a network back before the Big Three called Dumond. I believe it was D-U-M-O-N-D, and that was the network that the Packers games were usually broadcast on. And simultaneously, he got hired to be on the Minnesota Twins broadcast team with, I believe, the originals were Ray Christensen, Halsey Hall,
Yep.
Herb Carneal.
Yep.
And the Twins had come from Washington, D.C. to Minnesota, and they had been the Washington Senators. And when they became the Twins, my dad had started announcing for them and did so from 1960 into the 70s. It was also with CBS into the 70s. He did the Packers. He did Kansas City Chiefs for a period of time. Did the Tampa Bay Buccaneers for a period of time.
So now you know why Pat has a voice for radio.
I'm humbled by any comparison.
That's really cool. It's a great legacy. Great legacy. Well, I remember listening to him. I'm old enough to have listened to him.
Receive 2136.
I want to thank the person that reminded us to get gas. We do have a quarter tank, but we will be needing to fill up before the end of the shift. Yeah, the former police chief in Minneapolis went down to San Antonio, right? To be the chief down there?
Yeah, William McManus.
McManus, yeah.
Is
he still there?
He's still there. He left for a brief period of time. I don't know what the story is behind it, but quickly came back and became chief again, and still is. It is a big, big city now.
got a big boardwalk down there, right? I've never been there, but
The Riverwalk.
Riverwalk, yeah,
Absolutely beautiful.
I heard that.
Great restaurants, shops, hotels,
Yeah.
nightclubs all along the Riverwalk.
We are eastbound on Selby, coming toward Dale. We're gonna run down to Billy's just to check. Well, we don't have off-duty guys working there tonight, so we'll just check to see how it's going. I'm sure the squad is cleared there with the intoxicated female, but the radio is on. There's a little light on calls right now, but
Information for squads for a cops alert out of Mounds View. Attempt to locate an adult. Adult's name is Danielle Lasha Robinson. Date of birth 02/03/1991. Black female, 5'3", 145 pounds. Brown eyes, black hair. Robinson called her sister, stated she was being assaulted by her boyfriend and that he was chasing her. Officers were unable to locate the subject or ping her phone. Information at 2138.
166.
166.
Put on the PCN back and pending. I'll take your suspicious.
just a reminder for those of you with addresses, we're hitting Summit Avenue, and when it comes to north-south addresses, Summit is 0. So everything north of Summit is a north address, everything south is a south address.
Copy.
Number 10-8. 2139. 639 Summit, last call.
Beautiful night out. My thermometer in the car says it's only 66 degrees out, but it seems warmer than that.
This is my perfect kind of night. Tavern on Grands. Some great walleye in there.
It's going to be a group of males. It appears that they're trying to get into the residence. They're throwing bricks through a window.
Where's that at, Pat? You can look that one up.
Yeah.
It's a West call. Group of males throwing bricks through the window.
166, we're getting an additional caller, name of Jake. It states that he's trying to get into his father's home. He's yelling at someone in the background.
Oh.
2140.
Scroll up there. Was that at the top?
Is that it?
Scroll left here, then you can get the
Oh,
spot.
that's right. I'll get the hang of this.
Yeah, 166. So where are we at?
There it is.
774 Howell Street North. So we're not actually by that, but burglars usually don't throw rocks at the windows, but
166.
Yeah, that's a unique way of trying to get into.
The homeowner's calling in now stating that his son just broke his windows of his house. There was a previous domestic there between the two parties.
oh. Domestic between the father and son.
2141.
Just don't, I never understood just breaking stuff for the sake of breaking it.
You end up having to pay to fix it.
Yeah. Not very busy here at Billy's. But how's everyone? What's going on? All quiet?
Your squad's responding to how it looks like
No, but they
one of the
drunk woman
comms is
is
stating
gone.
that he broke the window so he could get in to get his belongings. Is threatening to break additional windows.
That woman looks
Appears to be another
familiar.
female inside the house.
Is that Pam? Is that
2141.
Pam? No? Maybe not. I don't know. Yeah? Well? Call us if you need us. All right. Hey, is Aaron here tonight? Aaron Henry? You know him, the bouncer?
No, I'm the general manager, but
Yeah.
Aaron's off tonight.
Oh, yes. Okay. Have a good one. Thank you. Thank you.
$81.96 in the brain squad's clear, GOA.
2142.
Pretty dead there at Billy's tonight. Gotta be honest with you. If you're thinking of going out, you're looking for a place to relax right now, that'd be good, huh?
That'd be a good spot, nice and quiet.
Good spot. We can be like, we can be the guys that check on restaurants. That let you know where to go.
166.
And we'll give you reviews on the food, too.
6615.
We better go down to McGovern's.
Copy, just advising the second comp said that he needs officers or will find weapons to beat someone with.
He needs what? Oh, for crying out loud.
2143.
Weapons to beat someone with? Well. We're gonna go there in case he flees in a car and we want to arrest.
Was that on the Howl still?
Yes.
Oh, it was. Okay.
531 Pepper Center, check on the inside 253.
He needs an officer at the address or he will find weapons to beat someone with.
The comp said that?
Sounds like the comp, yes.
166.
That's why we need to get there so it doesn't deteriorate.
Oh, the suspect.
166
Oh, with the suspect at
he's out
2143.
with the suspect. Out with the suspect.
Copy your notes. 49 Harriet Island Road. Dangerous condition. Reported multiple vehicles racing down the Waukesha Street Bridge.
Oh. Seems like the racers are on Harriet Island tonight. Well, it's almost 10 o'clock. We're going to stay out here as long as it takes to get a view of how things are in the city.
27 on scene.
2144.
It seems like when we ride, though, we quiet the city down.
Yeah.
Which may be a little boring for the viewers, but is
Well,
good
they
for
didn't know
good
Ray
for the
Scott was
city.
your dad,
True,
right?
true.
Pretty cool. My wife's dad was Councilmember Jim Ryder,
386.
one of the finest men I ever met.
You can send me the narcotics. I'm just going to give the cop a call.
Every 245.
Served on the St. Paul City Council for a couple terms, actually.
166
One detained at 2145.
Sadly passed away while he was in office. A devastating thing. Hey, Pat, let's see what we got in pending. Sometimes we can run in on some of those pending calls.
Yeah, let's take a look here.
I could get that mounted, but the problem is then if you ever have a car accident, you fly into it.
I'll risk it.
Rather than have to pick it up.
Yes, I'll risk it.
All right, well, that's good. I'll see if I can get a mount put in there. Disorderly conduct and what? Bandana Square?
Yeah, at the Best Western.
Yeah. Scroll down there, see what else we got. Oh, Lincoln. What do we got? A harassment. What's happening? We're not too far from 542 Lincoln. What do we got?
Phone harassment.
Information
Oh,
squad.
thinks he may be at her address now. And a black
166.
Kia with an Uber sticker on it.
Arcade baseball bat, like the site. If one has a dog.
We're code 4. It's just going to be one suspect.
Oh, when did that call come in?
Code 41 suspect, 2146.
856.
So 8:56. Are you sure?
369.
851.
So in over an hour, this call's been stacked up in the queue
2147.
on harassing phone calls, but it says she thinks he might be outside too.
Yes.
Well, we're gonna have to run over there to 542 Lincoln and let her know that we're keeping an eye on things.
black Kia with an Uber sticker on it.
So that's an pending call that hasn't even been dispatched yet because all the calls are tied up. A lot of them got to run down to those things.
They're on channel 1.
A lot of them have to run down to those calls when families are arguing, you know, the rocks.
29.
Where at WC for those looking for Spanish speakers?
Now we're in the Summit Hill area. I gotta be honest, never handled many calls down here because there are very few. So I'm not 100% certain how to get to where we're going.
166.
So I am gonna plug in.
Did you get 189 of them?
Oh, there it goes. Maybe we can cross the street here. That's Kenwood.
Thank you, 2148.
No, that's a do not enter.
Yeah, but we're a police station. So I'm guessing Lincoln is over here.
Lincoln will be 1 block south of Grand. And we're actually
Couple, I think.
talking the.
I was on Lincoln when I was coming down that hill, but the problem is it dead ended. This is
Oh, that was.
this is Crocus here, right?
We were on Linwood.
Oh, you're right. You're right. My fault. My fault. So left here up the hill.
Yep.
Okay.
And I think to get to 542, we've got to go all the way up to Grand, and then over to Dale, and then to get onto Lincoln again. I don't think Lincoln goes straight across from here.
5182, clear close
I
report.
think it's the next one, right?
Yep.
Goodrich and then Lincoln.
Yep.
But you don't think I can take a right here?
You can take a right here, but I'm not sure if you can. Yeah, we'll find out.
Caller. People are afraid to walk down and bring driver gate. People.
So we're looking for a car that might have an Uber. She thinks this guy harassing
We're still
her
dealing with a group here.
might have.
Jefferson.
So Dale is 620. So was it 542? Is that right?
542.
Would have been before you got on scene.
So we gotta go down a block plus.
Jefferson.
I don't think we had the suspect's name in the notes, so did we?
Yeah, it's a Somali male.
Oh. So we're looking for a car or a person. What do we got for addresses there?
562.
Okay. Was this a halfway house?
Teresa's fine.
I'm not sure if it is or not.
369.
I don't know. Well, check
It
the
said the
apartment
vehicle
number.
was actually parked on Grand. That's right.
369, could I get 364 to 4? 36414. Strike one.
Strike one.
Can we get the CN and address, please?
Oh,
for
Uber.
361's
Was where was it?
No, not an Uber.
Well, nobody in any of these cars.
Clear report. Show me out at 4th and Sibley on a PFD. 21.
That's a big apartment complex.
Yeah, it is.
December 166.
You want to just check
550.
the, give me the complainant's phone number. I'm going to
Thank
call
you,
her.
ma'am.
Silver 22.
As long as it hasn't even been dispatched. Our lights will probably scare the guy away anyhow. Tap on caller. With your finger, you can use it.
279.
279.
I'm going to be going to 811 Winter in relation.
At 21. Hey, 967 traffic.
8197, go ahead.
You know, you ever notice how sometimes your Wi-Fi
Kingsborough Drive.
picks up on the Wi-Fi and tries to dial from somebody else's Wi-Fi?
Copy, Silver
Really?
Lake Road at Kingsborough
Oh.
Drive at 2150.
I gotta fix that. Caroline, this is the sheriff's office responding to your call. I know it's been a while. Have you seen or heard of him since you called? No? Did you think he was in a car outside or what? Okay, and what was the reason you thought that was him? Okay, smart. So does your windows face out to Grand Avenue or to the Lincoln?
9173,
All right. And so when you look out there now, do you think his car is there or is it gone?
Walking up and down Orchard Lane, screaming, saying that he hates somebody. Plus, he has a eastbound
Okay,
Orchard
well,
Lane.
You see our
Yeah,
red flashing lights? And so
Oh, that's LC.
all right, we're gonna drive by. You tell us which car you think is his. So yeah, I'm on Grand. Can you see me?
9172, I copy here now to the medical, 3626 Grand Avenue.
The black one here?
58-year-old male in Chesting.
And,
2155.
and what makes you think that's his car? Okay.
This is a Hyundai.
Okay. All right. So we're going to get out and just check the car, see if anybody's in it, and then just hang on for a minute, okay? Hang on. Let's check that out. This is hiding in that sucker. Yeah. It's probably... Yep. So obviously he must have got infatuated with you, huh? After your walks, and then he won't let you go, or what?
Oh, this is somebody who lives on the block.
Yeah. Well, here's the good news. This car registers to a person at 636 Grand. So that's not a Somali name. So it might not be his car. Well, I'm terrible.
And it's a Hyundai, not a Kia.
That's a Hyundai. It's a Hyundai, not a Kia. But if you can tell those cars apart, you're better than me. So Well, here's the thing. Your call is pending for someone to come. If he's made harassing phone calls, I think you probably want to have a report made. Someone from the St. Paul Police Department is going to come out to your call eventually. But we just came now in case he was stalking your building. So yeah, so and if you see him or anywhere, just call back and dial 911 and say you're fearful that he's going to try to break in. So yeah, that's that he's going to try to do harm to you. So, but we'll keep driving around for a while. But you think he does drive a black Kia, huh? And what is it? What's his name? Okay. I think no, I don't need. I know how to spell Somali names. So, thank you. So we'll keep an eye out for you. But expect a St. Paul police officer to come. I know it's been an hour since you called, but they've really been tied up in a lot of calls. I do think it'll be within an hour. Yep. All right. What was my name? My name is Bob Fletcher. You're very welcome. Thank you. Bye-bye. Bye.
01 Squad, Pleasanton at 6 Central, 604 Holly. They're en route to that address, checking for the vehicle. It was a male that was at a dark Blazer with a gas can that was yelling at vehicles as they drove by. Leslie standing on that corner, looking in for assistance to check the address.
We will go there. We are close.
Sure.
604 Holly. You want to pull those notes up just so we make sure we got her straight?
We'll be clear of our admin
Practically
detail
on top of
we're
that.
on. And we'll be on another admin detail at Harrison Park.
21.
I'm thinking it's a follow-up to a call somewhere else.
On the east sector, yeah.
Not sure where that was.
Something a guy threatening a gas can. Well, put your seatbelt on so my wife doesn't have to listen to that beeping. We're in the area of the 604 Holly. Is there any particular vehicle we should be looking for?
We're looking for the RO. It's of a black Bravada. Plate's going to be Minnesota. Mike Tango Yankee 023.
Thank you.
And squad believe it's
right
possibly
here.
an unreported stolen.
Here's somebody right here. And this is the address.
271.
Is this the caller? Did one of you guys call the police?
No.
Go ahead.
They didn't.
You can disregard that West Squad going to the Holly address. We found out somebody just didn't report the right plate stolen. The vehicle is stolen.
Okay.
Received. 175 will show you clear.
175, copy. Or take the GOC.
Copy at 1010 bandana for a white male with has to enter the building. Doesn't belong there. Wanting to remove.
No, if you wouldn't mind, just pull up that 1010 bandana. That was another one of the pending calls we looked at.
That was a...
I just want to know how long it's been. So we're just trying to make... There's a little education. That one lady said, she'd called. She said, do you think they'll be there an hour? After she had waited an hour. And 1010 bandana. Scroll up here. I think it just got dispatched.
Oh, it did?
Yeah. The car that was coming to the Holly address that we were at. Up. That's it.
812.
812.
That's the way it's going to come down here because of how old it is. All right.
Sorry, it's going to be a 1435 grand.
Copy 2202.
So 1010 bandana was called in at 9:05, and it's 10:02. It's a disorderly conduct
Bravo
just-
270.
There
There was a guy they asked to leave earlier,
Have a good night, 2202.
and he came back, and they don't want him there and want him removed.
So you can imagine it taking us an hour plus to get
Full
back
division at
for
2202.
disorderly conduct. If you cut 9 million in police officers, people are just going to give up. I said, why call? That's the sad part, you know. Yeah, and nowadays what happens is when people call, the dispatcher asks them.
That can break 438 Northeast A. Marked in progress domestic. A male is refusing to let a female leave. A black male, 40 years old, 5'6", thin build, wearing a gray sweater and black pants.
I'm going to say people will say yes, they have a weapon just because they know they get a faster response.
Mm-hmm.
532.
Even till taps, you know.
Captain.
Was it a theft or was it a robbery? Oh, it was a robbery.
That makes it dangerous for the officers responding.
Yeah, so the officers come faster than they should, but in some other call that might be a higher priority.
271.
So
271.
the long and the short of it is you can't afford to cut $10 million in police officers.
271, go ahead.
LAC zone now.
LAC at 2203. North St. Paul Road.
Copy 1804 North St. Paul 2204.
Western and Selby. Looks like the
161, I copy around to the harassment. 542 Lincoln.
now he's in.
And 166, your case number is 166595.
So you saw the car now just took that call on Lincoln.
2204.
The reason we didn't clear it is in case she wants to make a report, St. Paul should take the report and document the whole incident so that if it happens again, they can charge him with harassment by phone.
Parties are going to be out in front of Mary Hall. Female half. 365.
I don't know if we've been by, we haven't actually been by Dorothy Day and Mary Hall, but we're going to go down there.
Service report.
It's an amazing facility, two facilities.
876 Lawson. And we'll be checking the area.
Can you repeat location?
Then we got to get to the east side.
876 Lawson.
Spent a lot of time in the West District tonight.
Yeah, we did.
But Catholic Charities, an amazing organization. CEO Tim Marks, just an outstanding individual. Has just done most of the heavy lifting for the homeless. Any of my criticisms about what we have going right now are just reflected at the overflow.
160, I'm clear of this.
That
assisted with the 101. And
they house hundreds of people in the Catholic Charities facilities, and they do overflow. They manage the overflow at the county safe space. Just a fantastic organization, but we still need more help with the ones that are left out, and some of them don't want to. Some of them want to be outside, but the deepest concern I have is there's so many mental health issues on the ones that are outside.
So down at the Dorothy Day, we've got a male not letting a female leave and was shaking her. He is a black male, 40 years old, 5'6", thin build, gray sweater, black pants, and yellow hat. And the female is a black female in her 30s, 5'5", wearing all black with a royal blue purse. Supposed to be in front of the place.
Bravo 161.
Apparently the Mary Hall portion.
Okay. Well, Mary Hall is actually being used by the county now
Bravo 161.
as a part of their homeless overflow and COVID respite places.
Negative. I'll try to give you a call.
It'll be interesting.
179, that's okay. I'm just trying to get.
See if it's a resident there. If it is, there's a possibility that they're positive for COVID. You making sure it doesn't start on fire?
Yes, sir.
Doing a fine job.
Thank you.
Have a good one. Little off-duty work here. A couple other buildings there. We just came by the one that started on fire. There's a couple other ones next to it.
161.
Copy the update. Did someone go out there already, or was it just like driving by?
Normally I can get over there, but is it fenced or not?
I can't tell.
I have no previous calls or anyone mentioned that they had stopped by.
Uh-oh.
Copy. Why should we just not have one? We'll go check here.
Received at 2208.
When a squad comes available, can I get one of my calls for an unoccupied St. Paul stall?
Unoccupied?
Yes.
699 copy. There's quite
Is that a yellow hat right there?
Well, Mary Hall is around the corner.
286 will be clear here in a moment. We can take that. Copy. 2200.
So they just built this facility. Catholic Charities have built this facility on our right. It's the Opportunity Center. And then...
I'm good. I'm good.
Okay. This Opportunity Center on the right. It's an amazing building. And this, the old Catholic Charities Higher Ground is the name of it on our left. And then, oh, here comes the St. Paul car. So we'll let them take the lead. They should go to the right there because Mary Hall is to the right. Years ago, it was a facility for, I think for women, right? Women's facility, Mary Hall?
I believe Mary Hall was.
Yeah, we used to bring them down here when they were in the middle of some type of domestic or needed some shelter, women's shelter.
One six six.
There's probably the suspect right
Just
there.
one adult male.
He's got that hunch to him. Like he's a little angry. He saw the squad pull up. He said, I better leave.
Excuse me.
Uh-oh.
Me and my baby dad were into an argument.
Okay.
Okay, he's away from me now.
Which one is he?
Huh?
Is
Where
that
is
him
he?
right there?
No, that's not him. That's one of my ex-boyfriends.
Okay.
He's following my baby dad.
Okay, what?
I don't need him to be following my baby dad. I done already pushed him away. He's going that way. My baby dad is safe and sound that way.
Step back
All of us,
Yeah.
we're separated right now.
Just go back a little bit more because I might have COVID. Okay, that guy who just walked away that way is who's been following your baby dad?
Look, y'all have no reason to get up out y'all car. I'm going to let y'all know now.
You don't need us?
No.
Oh, okay.
We're separated now.
Okay.
problem.
Now, I call y'all if I need y'all, bro.
Talk to those guys. Because they're the...
No, we're good. I'm good. I'm good. He's away from me. Everything's all good. Please get back in your car and go, please. I do not like the police, bro. I don't.
Not everybody wants our help.
I don't. I'm sorry.
Can't make them take our help. But we still try to help.
Which one? It's a dead end that way. You can't go there.
179.
179.
Well, I
I'll
hope
be
they
around
just,
to regions.
I hope they just let her go on her way.
Taking 164,
There she
take 4.
goes.
She went on her way. Okay.
164.
We'll give info.
Copy.
179, copy.
So anyhow, just to be polite to some people, we asked them to move back. We don't want to insult them by thinking they have COVID. So Pat will say something like he might have COVID just to ensure we can have the proper distance. But that Mary Hall there does have people in there that are symptomatic of COVID now. So we want to make sure that Pat doesn't get sick.
Service Squad, I can start back out to 810 Sherburne. Caller stating that we think people may be casing the address. Just saw a male subject with a big black coat, yellow orange shorts walk by in the back alley and passed the address multiple times. Said a Jeep in another smaller sedan pulled up shortly after.
Yep.
We need to get gas before we head east.
Oh yeah, we're getting down there. So Rice Park is
head that way.
one of the greatest facilities we got, of course.
Squad to assist.
Landmark Center, Rice Park.
188,
The library on the other
27
side.
shades there.
And for those,
Thanks. Can you show me operating?
the Landmark Center
Affirmative.
used to be where city government was held. And I was on the city council with Vic Tedesco. Let this truck pass us. Oh, this one's got no lights. So I politely caution him about driving without lights on. I'll leave it in your hands.
Hi, your lights aren't on.
Shoot, I just came out of a parking rack. Thank you very much.
Yeah,
You're
Matt.
welcome. Have a good night.
All right, you too.
532.
So anyhow, back to the Landmark Center, the Rice Park. It's a beautiful facility, obviously. I already mentioned that my wedding reception was here at the St. Paul Hotel with my lovely wife. And but I do want to talk about this library here. It's historic. And the first President George Bush came here. I was working security inside the building when he came here to give a speech. I don't know if you remember that.
Oh, yeah.
George Bush came. There's our hero right there, straight ahead. We gotta put Herbie Brooks up there. One of the best, Herbie Brooks, East Sider.
Miracle on Ice.
If you haven't seen it, see the movie Miracle on Ice. Great family. His kids are grown up now, but see them out at White Bear Lake once in a while. And of course, this is the Landmark Center. The story I want to tell here is that this building was almost torn down years ago
2216.
when Vic Tedesco was the commissioner with the city council. Before I was on the city council, he saved that building from being torn down. And what a gorgeous
That would have been a travesty.
gorgeous building. But back in the 70s, you didn't realize how special some of these older buildings were going to be by 2020.
No kidding.
So it's a gorgeous place. So thank you, Vic Tedesco. God rest his soul. He long-time East Sider. Started in radio. He started like your dad. He was a radio guy for years, Tedesco.
Was he? I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
had his own radio station for years.
I'll be.
It's a book Victor wrote, said, I always sang for my mother. And he talks about his family migrating here you know, let's just face it, so many immigrant families, Italian, Polish, Swedish, migrated here and ended up staying in Sweet Hollow, you know.
Yes, indeed.
And struggled to get above the hill. They were down there in small shanties in Sweet Hollow up at Payne Avenue, and then when they were able to get jobs and stuff, they would have enough money to move into a little nicer house. So, some great generations of immigrants.
Who built this city?
There's a man shot here just since our last broadcast down on 4th and Sibley. Little argument broke out down there by Mears Park.
Mm-hmm.
Got shot in the leg. We're still looking for the party. We have pictures of them from the video.
Travis.
378.
Maryland, I think it's Able Street, Bravo, Echo, Sierra, 468. Slow to stop.
Copy, slow to stop. Star Central.
378. Yeah, Maryland and Sullivan. I can't tell if he's pulling over or what he's doing.
Copy, Maryland, Sullivan.
366 ahead up the back. 78. We finally stopped on control.
This intersection will always mean something to me because this is during the protest for the RNC that the anarchists marched down here. They left the parade route and they broke windows on the banks.
There's why they could start. Maryland and Sullivan. 15378 on a traffic stop. They were slow to stop.
And Officer Rothaker got attacked and knocked down here. He was trying to arrest somebody that was breaking windows, and they were able to free the suspect. So anyway, there was pictures posted on social media of some of the anarchist groups taking credit for unarresting him. And Officer Rothaker laying on the ground trying to defend himself with some chemical agent. Gasoline here soon?
I think we better.
We better. We got a quarter of a tank. I did tell a story how I ran out of gas on a couple chases. Remember Harshman we used to work from?
Oh yeah.
Danny Harshman?
Oh yeah.
Beeson and I left a car on Bone Dry one time bringing it in. And the great sergeant, by the way, Dan Harshman, by the way, if anybody knows him. But in the morning, the day crew went out and ran out of gas on the way down the hill.
Oh, I bet he had a chat about that.
Oh, yeah, we had a chat about that.
Code 378, Circumstata.
Go for it.
Copy, go for 2221.
We are going to get some gasoline. It won't take us a minute. And then we're going to head over to the east side.
And while you're gassing up, I'm going to walk to my car real quick in the lot.
Oh, I can go take it there, unless you want to have a heater.
I'll have a heater while I walk to my car in the lot.
378 is code 4. You can disregard.
There's certain
You've got me
priorities.
figured out.
WUZ. You send me the
I'll
last
come
call.
over and get you when the heater's done. I wish we could read the
Sullivan,
comments.
Maryland, 2222.
Yeah, my eyes aren't quite good enough to be able to read the comments.
Because I can't tell if we're funny or not. I will tell you one. I'm going to tell you one story before Pat gets out. When I was the watch commander at the St. Paul Police Department, we would work till 4 in the morning, 6 till 4. And then this was 2010, 11. And so every night we'd write up these summaries of everything that happened at night called the Watch Commander's Report. And so after a while they got a little boring, and I thought we should flavor them up with a little humor, you know, make them like short stories, kid book or something, you know, when officers made arrests. So I was adding humor, and the cops would tell me, oh, they love it, etc. I got a call from a deputy chief in the morning. He said, Bob, you know, those are serious documents. People read those, and you really shouldn't be putting that humor in there. And I said, geez, Chief, I thought it was kind of added. It was kind of funny. It added to the night. And he said, no, it's really, you're not that funny, Bob.
4480.
And
4480.
So I said,
APB,
well,
Northern
Chief,
Air Motel.
keep in mind he woke me up in the middle of a sleep. I said, Chief, it seemed really funny at 4 in the morning.
Bravo 115, have a good night.
That was the last of the good humor in the Watch Commander's Report.
Oh, man.
I'm going to get
Well,
gas.
a little bit of feedback on whether we're actually humorous or we only think we are would be nice.
There we go. There we go.
Talk to you shortly.
Bravo 132 EOT.
Have a good night, 2224. West one that can break to Lexington and Grant. It's marked an in-progress drunk driver. Vehicle is driving erratically southbound on Lexington. It's going to be a black Chevy sedan.
Squad 656, I'll take care of that.
Chevy, thank you. 2224.
2234.
Four for 82, my apologies. 61 and C Charlie.
Copy 61 and C Charlie at 2225. 2225.
$539.
539.
The Rally half will be EOT.
Copy, have a good night. 2225.
Squad 537. Hello, sir. With the EOT.
2227.
Running there in traffic.
29, go ahead.
On Western over 94, Alpha Echo Echo 636.
Western over 94, 2227.
In the area.
2227.
Oh, 61.
164.
161, we're on scene. Could you try calling the cop and see where he's at? Doesn't look like anyone's here.
Copy.
All right, just waiting for the gas to top off. Make sure we got everything we need here. Is Pat a great partner or what? He's not in here right now. Just a nice man. He's had some devastation in his life, and he's come out the other side. And yeah, don't text me to ask me what, but just trust me. He's sometimes the kindest people are the ones that went through the toughest times, and he's one of them. I don't know. I'm just looking at here at the 448-3810.
4480, what's 82?
I think it's a split decision on whether we're funny or not.
22, 29.
Not sure. Not sure about that.
Squad 161.
Good.
Stringing a voicemail on callbacks.
Thank you.
You're welcome. 2229.
All right. Let's go get Captain Pat. He's back already.
Yes, sir.
Captain Pat is back.
Gotta get the door.
$5185 Tango Squad, their code 4.
Got a question. Did I ever meet Jesse Ventura? Yes, I had met Jesse Ventura several times. And actually his security chief for while he ran was Ed Whitledge, and he was a Ramsey County Sheriff's deputy, canine officer. Some people think we're funny, Pat. That's good.
Oh, good. Okay.
But that's just the ones that we have their phone numbers. The ones that don't hear funny, they're not going to.
Well, I'll check the comments later tonight.
What color? 5 shots heard, no further info. 2231.
Magnolia, and I don't know what it was, maybe Payne, but we'll head up toward the east side call, shots fired.
And I'll get the computer out.
We're headed over that way anyhow. Unfortunately, what does that say? You think we can get through down there? Nah, not worth the risk.
That was open when I went home.
Yeah.
Earlier today.
392620.
6. 20.
Check the area near 2232. Power in place. Caller advising of vehicles going back and forth on the block for the past 30 minutes. Flashing their lights. There's no vehicle description.
910 Magnolia.
Okay.
6 copy. 20 copy.
5 shots or how many
5
shots?
shots heard.
2232.
5 shots heard at 910 Magnolia.
442.
And nobody
Thank you.
available to go to it right at this
We'll
time,
return
so
call
they just
pending. I'll be on traffic.
put it out as information at this point.
6-1, copy update.
There you have it. Nobody available to go to a shots fired call.
2232.
One.
179.
Just another shout out. You know, this whole Phelan corridor, this development money,
Back to Grand property.
all this, most of this goes to the credit of Randy Kelly when he was a state senator. Because that Randy Kelly, I know he was the mayor here, and you know him from being mayor, but he was a state senator before then. By the way, how many, if you mind, just how many calls pending are there?
There
Including
are,
the shots fired call.
including the shots fired. There's a disorderly conduct on Woodbridge,
2360.
a harassment report on University.
A little louder so these poor citizens can.
Okay, I'm sorry.
2164.
We've got the pending shots fired on Magnolia. We've got a disorderly conduct at Woodbridge in Maryland. We've got a harassment report at University in Grotto. We've got a noise disturbance on Thomas and St. Albans.
Use that arrow, I think.
Stinson and McCubbin,
Yep.
a noise disturbance. Property damage accident.
373.
That's a lot of calls.
That's a lot of calls.
Serious ones, semi-serious ones too.
Slowly through the neighborhood.
161 other callers.
Yeah, when you can't
2234.
respond to a shots fired call, that's shows you how
That's not good.
staffing can be. So where are we going? 961, did you say?
910 Magnolia.
All right. Well, we know Forest is 940, so we got a ways to go. We're at Payne, but we'll just tool over there. We're at Payne and Magnolia. It's gonna go and I'm sure most of those pending. Some have been in queue for quite a long time. We got a car in the street here. Let's see what's going on here. Let's get the plate before we get hit with the lights. We always like to have a plate.
Echo Sierra Mike 530.
Looks like an Impala. It was technically parked on the wrong side of the street. You got your flashlight there, partner?
Yep.
Well, this is interesting. Get your window down.
Hi, everything okay?
Yeah, I'm delivering.
Oh, you're doing some deliveries?
Yes, sir.
Oh, good. What kind of food do you deliver?
Actually, it's GoPuff.
What? So you deliver everything or what?
Yeah, everything a delivery store has,
Unbelievable.
Okay.
a convenience store has.
All right. You're a busy
You
man.
got you do pizza late at night or not? Or what do you do? What did you just do there on Magnolia? What kind of food?
It's just bags of goodies.
Bags of goodies.
Yeah,
Well, what's it called? Go what?
GoPuff. GoPuff.
P-U-P?
No, Go G-O
Yep.
Puff. P-U-F-F.
Puff.
Okay.
All right.
All
Well,
right.
we're gonna give you some advertisement.
All
Go,
right.
go Puff. All right. You bet.
All right.
Thank
Take
you.
care.
I wasn't aware of that delivery service.
Never heard of it.
Go Puff delivery service. Nice man. Still trying to make a living, right?
That's right. So yeah, we've got
How long are those?
pendings for 27 minutes, 35 minutes, 6 minutes for this one.
Jesus. So a half hour is pretty standard for those, and they haven't been dispatched yet.
2 hours and 39 minutes.
Which one is that? What's
That's an accident at Target on University.
H&R?
Just property damage accident.
Oh, that ain't right. So we're gonna see if there's any casings in the street here on this. So what happens with the police department, if there's a shots fired call, the squad has to determine A, were there fireworks in the area. If that's the case, then they won't record it as a shots fired call. If there's witnesses or some other type of evidence, I guess we got to go around that block.
No, this is it.
Oh, what's the address we're looking for?
We're looking for 910.
910, okay. So then if they find casings, then it's a confirmed shooting, and that gets recorded as a confirmed shooting. Got somebody out here, a little kid. Just ask them if they heard anything.
Yeah.
Oop.
Yeah, she's up in the, if you just...
I don't want to go back so I don't run over the kid, but...
Did you hear any shots fired? No? Okay, thank you.
Well...
There's somebody in the door of 910.
You're not. Are you watching or what? Yeah. Oh my goodness. You're watching?
Yeah, so I was standing in my kitchen.
It's just your voice will be on, the camera faces forward.
That's cool. I'm okay with that.
Thank you.
When I was standing on this side of my house, it sounded like it was coming from the quarters, like this direction, but then when I moved to that, because there was 4 I heard over here, and then 3 more when I moved to this side of my house, and then it was just reverbing off the park, and I couldn't tell. I couldn't pinpoint, but it was super close.
Do you think it was on your street or behind you?
I would say this direction.
Okay.
Like behind it's either this way or this way, but
4 over there and then 1 over there?
noise was this way.
Yeah, we're gonna go out and look for casings, so we're just, gun case. We'll just...
I mean, honestly, I hear them enough. I doubt they're fireworks.
No, I trust your judgment. I trust your
I hear
judgment.
them quite a bit. Will you stay safe?
Thank you very much for calling.
Minnesota with my voice.
Pardon me?
I said I don't want to torture Minnesota.
No, I love to hear. Come on over here a minute. Come on, tell us a little bit more about yourself and your family.
Me and my husband live here with our 2 kids.
Yep.
We've been here for about 5 years in this neighborhood. He's an East Sider since he was born.
Oh, he was Johnson kid or Hillbury?
Yep, Johnson.
Johnson.
And we lived over on Arkwright and York over that direction previously. So we've been around for quite a while.
Cool. Where did you go to school?
I am from Atlanta.
Atlanta. Okay.
Yeah, I'm from down south. So.
So what? Just out of curiosity, about what year did your husband graduate from Johnson?
Oh geez.
That's right. That's obviously your daughter.
Maybe
there.
he'll comment on your.
No.
He's watching.
Oh, he's watching. That's good.
He's 6 years ahead of me, and I graduated in '99.
Oh, yeah.
So '93.
Yeah.
I guess.
How did you find out about our live show in the first place?
Scrolling.
Really?
And then got interested, and now I just kind of watch for it. I enjoy it.
Thank you.
Yeah,
That's kind of you.
I'm glad you guys are keeping us safe, and I appreciate all you do.
You got
any?
any?
Our blue light on the porch for you guys.
Thank you. Thank
you.
you,
sir.
Do you have any advice for us?
Just keep doing what you're doing. You're doing an excellent job.
Okay.
I appreciate all the efforts that you give, and I could not do what you do, so I commend thee.
Sadly, the regular St. Paul Police Department is tied up on calls. You heard us say that, right?
I'm sure you guys are busier than you want to be.
Well, this is an important thing when you hear shots fired. So
yeah, Well, it was definitely very close.
We'll go over there and look for.
I don't bug you guys unless.
No,
it's
You're not bugging us at all.
We trusted, just so you know, when they do finally get the call, they're going to come by with the St. Paul squad.
Okay.
So they may stop and talk to you too.
Okay. All right.
What was your first name?
Cameras. My name is Rachel.
Rachel, I'm
nice
Bob.
To meet you,
they all have cameras on all the time. They're just not live.
That's okay. It's not on Facebook. Right?
We do have one question to ask you though.
Yes, sir.
Are we at all humorous, or we just think we are?
You guys are awesome. I love it. I love when you give the shout outs for people giving you food. That's amazing. I love it. You guys crack me up, and you guys do a great job. And I just.
What's your favorite restaurant?
My favorite restaurant around here.
It doesn't have to be here. It could be out in Maplewood. It could be.
It's hard to say in this state. I mean, Acapulco, just because I love Mexican.
Awesome.
But,
awesome.
If I had to go with
Acapulco's good.
Some sort of steakhouse. I have yet to find an amazing steakhouse. Do you have any recommendations?
Well, I do. I love steak. I mean, the Porterhouse out in 35E and Little Canada is outstanding. Manny's is great. Now, the other day, Pat told me that the best steak ever is
Valdemar.
And they're opening one in Roseville.
It's open now. It's open now.
Oh, is it?
That is.
I didn't know it was open.
That is maybe one of the best steaks I've ever had.
It looks like a really nice building. Their food better be good. All that work they put into it.
Rachel, thanks for visiting with us.
Be safe.
Thanks a lot.
Good night.
Thank you. Well, that was nice of her to come out and visit. Thank you, Rachel's husband and family, for letting her have a few minutes visiting with us. We're going to go over here. It's tough to see casings on the street, but we're going to give it a shot. See if we can. Usually it's just a little glitter. Casing obviously is the casing part. The bullet comes out, the powder's in the bullet, and then what's left over is the casing. The bullet can be identified by the stripings that it leaves on the bullet, which come from the barrel. Every gun has unique grooves, lands and grooves inside the barrel. So we often can identify a shooter and a bullet in a gun from the lands and grooves. But usually most of the time we're not able to recover an intact bullet. So we far more often get casings. And the firing pin that launches the primer on the casing leaves a unique mark as well. So the federal government has developed a technology that can identify a casing in a gun to the same degree of certainty as fingerprints. And so every casing that we find, we try to submit, because we can tie it to other shootings. And then we'll know a pattern of who's got the guns and who doesn't. So Pat and I are out the windows looking with our flashlights for casings at the same time that we're trying to see any sparkles in the street. Problem is, little glass in the street can
and it's surprising the number of times that recovered casings will be tied to multiple shootings and or shots fired, and sometimes even homicides in areas throughout the metro.
I just wanted to say how much we appreciate her coming out and visiting with us and lending her support. I mean, I gotta tell you, that is so meaningful, especially right now in the atmosphere that we're at. Most police officers just need a little more pat on the back, because, you know, it's a tough job. I personally love it, but I don't have to do it every day like a lot of those young cops do.
Amazing how far a thank you goes to these cops out in the street. They appreciate it so much.
It's great when An East Sider stays on the East Side. I was an adopted East Sider because I was really raised in Maplewood. Behind the old Maplewood Bowl, if anybody remembers that, up there on Frost and English.
Oh yeah.
But I spent a lot of time, I went to North St. Paul High School, spent a lot of time down at Lake Phelan though, with the Johnson kids. Like I said, a big Johnson hockey fan. But then I moved into the East Side, spent a number of years over on Hyacinth Street. And glad to say the East Side sort of adopted me, coached hockey there in the Johnson Area Hockey Association with Moose Younghans. One of the finest, well not with him, but a different team, but he was kind of the moral leader of the program. Jeff Sanchez was the president. But Billy Burkhart coached the Squirts. Corey Hendrickson was coaching the Bantams. It's just a long legacy of East Side hockey there. And Herbie Brooks was really the guy that him and Louis Catronio, Rube Gustafson. That's why Phelan Arena is called Phelan Gustafson, because Rube Gustafson was a longtime hockey coach over there and took him to the state tournament. And Louis Catronio was the assistant. And then Louis took over when Rube retired. But a lot of history over here. Are we still transmitting there, young man?
Yes, we are. Yeah, I've spent almost all of my time since 1994 as an East Sider. A little bit in other parts of town, but for the most part since '94. Spent my last 5 years as a street cop on the East Side here.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
2249.
You were doing the narcotics hold books for a while too, there, right?
I sure was.
Yeah, you had a lot of experience in narcotics charging and investigations.
Yep, had a narcotics detection dog for about a year.
So we're eastbound on Maryland at Earl. A shout out to John Thompson. I see your signs there. If your son's still awake, congratulations. There's another Domino's guy. I think burglars just use those Domino's things. Because the reason police officers never stop him is they figure the young kid is out there trying to make a living.
Right.
You know? And even if he's driving a little fast, he's just trying to get the pizza there before it gets cold. He's trying to get some additional tips. So...
yeah, throw a Domino's thing on top of your car. And
I think that's what some of them are doing.
164 UT. 2250.
$53.
250.
1254 Woodbridge Street for disorderly occupants of a U-Haul van and a white Chevy Traverse were dumping garbage into the alley. The company called back stating several people were digging through trash.
They were dumping it, and then they were digging through it.
interesting.
2251.
So it's not even 11 o'clock, Pat.
I know.
We've been working a long time.
Oh yeah.
3874.
What's on the alarm at 2251?
It's kind of nice to be out in some daylight hours a little bit.
Squad 532, checking your status. 2254.
Tom Arnold was another great partner I had for about 4 years in Frogtown.
Yeah.
He's now
Used to watch you guys in action when I was the boss out there.
we had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Now Tommy's a sergeant in the homicide unit in incredible investigator.
Yeah.
Great interrogator.
You know, St. Paul has always had outstanding homicide investigators. That's been a tradition since I was there for a while, but I wasn't the tradition. I was only there for 2 years. Dick Weissman, Paskett, those guys.
Oh, yeah.
They just did an awesome job. And Lieutenant Hutton was one of the bosses. Captain Troy and Lieutenant Hutton. They were the captain, lieutenant in homicide, sex crimes. I hear a beep. Do you?
I heard something.
I'm gonna have to figure that. That happens to us all the time. Shout out in your bolt.
44, 47.
You can read through those if you want. And here, let me open them first.
Yeah, no, dangerous condition, Lepperner and 35E. Fiction plate is here.
Well, I don't know if Angela, if you're watching,
35E,
we got a suspicious car on the side of your house. We're going to check them out first here. You got a flight?
Yeah.
Plate's going to be 943, uniform, Kingstown.
Ooh, that's not...
Copy the plate.
Hi. Everything okay?
Well, we're just checking on you. You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. My job is around the corner.
Well,
Okay.
we wouldn't know that.
Excuse me?
We wouldn't know that. We're just checking.
Okay.
All right. Have a good night.
Yeah.
It's going to 316-386.
Well, not everybody's happy that we're checking on you.
316.
Hand me that one real quick.
386.
19 Magnolia, shots fired, one caller. About 20 minute delay, has 5 shots. Something else you'd heard?
That's the call we checked on already. It's finally getting dispatched. 910 Magnolia.
386 from the call.
2254.
300 copies the call.
2254.
3667 in the area. You can cancel 386.
386 from the clear.
Clear, thank you.
2254.
That's the memorial for the young man that died.
7.
Did a nice job.
If there's any key holder info, could you just add the phone number of the call for me?
Renz.
Copy, stand by. I'll see if we can get that number.
Yeah, one of the reasons we like this cool weather is these bulletproof vests can get very hot in when it's humid out. And so the cool air makes a big difference.
Yeah, a lot more comfortable.
I wonder what kind of job she has around the corner. Like a personal care attendant, or I don't know. She's a little bit grumpy.
Maybe she doesn't like
4480
she might
147.
might not like her job.
Yeah.
2256.
That can start for 1145. Argyle.
316.
316.
Yeah, check that.
Additional caller now stating 4 to 5 times 3 or 4 minutes ago.
Copy.
2256.
Hang on a second. 2400, was that a second call on Magnolia?
The front end just came in.
Thank you.
You're welcome, 2256.
So we got a second call on Magnolia with some more shots.
Community service.
What was the Argyle one? Anything?
Oh, I shut it down when you were headed in there. Let's see.
9174 traffic.
Multitask. multitask.
9174.
Yes, you do. You
Going to
multitask.
the Fairfield Inn and Suites, County Road E. Edward and City Center Drive. Edward, Robert Henry, 399.
Copy Fairfield Inn and Suites at 2227.
Goodness sakes.
52.
Sending you a phone call request for a harassment complaint. It's involving the same comp from the earlier group call at 2599 Lex. She's stating that friends of her ex-wife now calling her.
Said someone broke into the apartment, having a hard time answering questions.
85 Tango, copy 2257.
Says the suspect may be from a nearby apartment. History of some issues. The caller is barricaded in his room.
Yeah, I'm looking through them now.
Put his TV and dresser in front of the door.
That's on Argyle. That's over by Como.
Yeah, that's a ways.
Hey, Rachel, if you're listening on Magnolia, text me to 651-448-3810 if you heard more shots. 448-3810. We're in the area, but I just want to know if that second call was something new and something in the area, because we just left there minutes ago.
Cop is possibly PIC. Received.
Status.
What am I at? Am I at Forest Earl or am I at? Got ways to go, right? Let's check. I'm on the wrong side of the building.
Status.
Over.
Copy code for 2210.
9174.
Lake Phelan Elementary.
9174.
On code 4, I see that this was sent to Hennepin County. Is there some sort of hit on the car?
Negative.
Copy. 366.
366.
Citizen outside said they heard 5 to 7 shots to the southwest of that call location. It sounds like they were coming from pretty close.
That's quite close. Close to trigger.
She must be right there. Huh? Well, we're back on Magnolia, block south on Cook, to see if we can figure out who's shooting and where and why. We sure hadn't left more than 2 minutes before the last call came on, huh?
Nope. Very long.
Spot over there to our right, a couple of them. I don't know if it's the same complainant or not even, but
Same address.
yeah. What's that paper there? You're looking down at right there, but just make sure it's not a firecracker remnant. No.
Keep going. I'm not seeing it.
Okay. That's all right.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Not sure what that is. Nothing fireworks related.
Something shiny on your side over there. I don't know if it's in between those two cars over there. Nothing.
Nothing.
remember when I was a midnight guy. You know, you're a young midnight guy, you're carrying all your equipment, right?
The information is loaded on the safety cop for other
And then some.
Yeah.
Attempt to locate Patrick Ian.
Well, back in the day when we worked 8-hour days, everybody
everybody
wanted to be on days. The senior guys were on days, and
silver in color. Parties
us young guys were on midnights. So, but we'd overlap sometimes an hour in the morning into midnight to 8 or
2302.
so. There were lots of times where I would still be working the days on some project, and the daytimers, they was pretty salty. They wouldn't carry flashlights because they didn't figure they need them. And every once in a while we get calls like, there's a bird in the attic. And the daytimers would go there and they'd say, you got anybody with a flashlight?
Pick up and hold for domestic assault via strangulation.
Check on
her. Male is intoxicated and hostile towards law enforcement. Subject's name is Patrick Ian McCrohan. Date of birth of 5/26/1988. White male, 6'1", 210 pounds, brown eyes. Likely to be driving a silver Chevy Equinox.
Just seeing the female.
211 November Romeo Juliet. Information at 2303.
Hello? Roll down your window so I can talk to you, please.
Converse Street, assisting medics for a male who took an unknown amount of unknown pills. Caller believes she will be violent.
Two and three.
I'd say she's having...
2 and 3 and 10-4. Just for academic partners.
Copy that. 22.
I can't.
330 EOT.
Copy that.
181 and 5184.
Well, this is where the shots fired were supposed to be. And then we get over here, we got kind of a strange car. I saw the taillights being hit earlier, but
I only wanted to open the window an inch.
The first message is get here fast. TC's trying to get further information.
Hey, boy, copy myself at 8-0 and scene.
Copy 8-1, you can disregard the leg.
8-1, copy.
2305.
Metro 5.
809.
Halloween Division at 2305.
271.
It's going to be a report. It's actually under the PCN. You can do it a PCN, mark for 279.
2205.
well, she was arguing with her boyfriend. He's on the phone now with her. I think he got out of the car, but she does have the keys to the car. She doesn't want our help. And
184 and 83, only update we have is the incident is occurring on the 3rd floor in the rear. Caller's not
she
responding.
didn't hear any shots fired.
5183 squad copy.
2306.
She was not intoxicated. Now the boyfriend, that's, I don't know, but she was not. What do you got? Check the pending out, Pat, in case we want to run in on some of those pendings.
1, 2, 3.
It took an hour and 15 for that pending.
Heavy.
Okay, we got to, let's see here.
I wish there was a toggle we could just get down to that lower one.
Oh, man.
The arrow, down arrow. What do we got? Left arrow. There we go. 665 Thomas, 1400 Uni, West 7th Street. Oh, the Highland Chateau, that might be a good call down there. We got some... No, that's not so good. Complaint about smoking. You should handle that one, huh? Residents been so... What else we got? Oh, disturbance noise. We can go to that one. 1988 Hyacinth. What's that about?
55, go ahead.
Yeah, don't tap on that.
Raspberry Island. At 2307.
Don't you hate when that happens? There's a disorderly conduct over there. Oh, that's Montreal.
Oh, I didn't.
Don't you hate that? It's not your fault.
Oh, gosh.
That's Stillwater. We'll do that one too. Hit the enter button.
Hyacinth.
Do you know I can type 32 words per minute?
You got me beat by about double, I think. I'm a hunt and peck
32,
kind of guy.
But that's when they let you look at the keys. Loud karaoke in the garage. I think we'll skip that one.
Yeah, I think so.
Loud karaoke. We'll let somebody else handle that.
Okay, let's see here.
Let's tap on that. Go down again. Was that the Hyacinth or Stillwater call?
I think I'm on the Stillwater. Yeah, I was on the Stillwater.
Hang on 1 second. I want to see what thing. Go over here, see what these are.
You made it look easy.
Well, I just used the arrow buttons.
It's both loud music from the garage.
Yeah, I think it's probably the same call. I don't know. Loud music from the garage, either a band or karaoke. So what do we got? They got half a dozen to 10 pendings, but right now they don't look like overly serious calls.
Right.
Unless you're the neighbor listening to the karaoke. How do you say that word?
I think it's just karaoke.
Never too good at that. Well, we're gonna go down out for Earl and Minnehaha there. We gotta check out the Mounds Park Sports Bar. Oh, you know, we were there the other night. You guys saw us, but the next night there were several rounds expired there. People were fleeing. They said 50 people took off in all directions. So I guess probably good we were there. And then we also got to get down.
1, 2, 3, it's ringing now.
We got to get down to McGovern's before the problems.
Can they also pass me the
Maybe Allery's again.
Oh yeah. We'll be back Friday at 9/11.
612.
That'll be
306
that'll be our regular time. Friday at 9/11.
Copy, thank you.
Remember, don't try to dial 911 on your phone because there's no.
Morning in traffic.
There's no
Minnehaha, McCubbin 815 Romeo Lima Hotel.
So we're at Minnehaha.
1, 2, 3 is coming down.
An arcade about to go
Copy.
east of Minnehaha. We're gonna wrap up by
20 status.
1 o'clock, so you guys can go to bed by 1.
Go for it.
2920 code for 2311.
Nice email from someone, or text someone living out in McKnight and Minnehaha out there, Stillwater Road, 7th Street area. We did have a shooting incident there yesterday, I think it was.
There's quarterback 223 at Humboldt and Page for disorderly. Report of a male and female arguing at the intersection. The caller does not have visual.
Maplewood Police handled the call, but it's amazing, really, how guns have become a weapon of intimidation. It isn't even necessarily that people are trying to shoot each other. It's trying to intimidate.
Oh yeah.
Power. And I mean, the shooting ad is the ultimate intimidation, of course, but even short of that. And the problem is everything turns so ugly so fast. Yeah. Once a person brings a gun to an argument. And,
way too quick to reach for that gun.
And we talked about it before, that a lot of kids don't understand the consequences. Tomorrow, though, if you see my post about helping with the prevention program,
the caller's daughter stated she may have heard a gunshot, but the cop didn't hear anything.
Demontria Davis's basketball program.
I was pretty close to the phone.
I hope you'll consider giving $10 to $15 just to help him on GoFundMe, help him to get his team to the national championships. And, probably post that in the morning. You can go to my wife's page now if you're so inclined. Chris Fletcher. She posted it there. So Margaret Playground. South on Earl. Margaret. Remember, this is the worst street in the city, I swear. I don't know if this is in Councilmember Jane Prince's ward.
44A will be at the gym.
Or
4480, copy 2314.
Nelson Yang's ward, but you guys got to get this Earl Street fixed.
This is a bumpy ride.
Twins Meat Markets. Twins Market. I think, although I did hear you yawn earlier.
I was pretend yawning.
Yeah. Car behind us, Charlie Echo Kilo 935. That was a real yawn there.
That was a real yawn.
987 Papo Juliet. I just want to publicly thank Facebook in case they ever listen. They're having this technology. It's amazing how simple it is.
Yeah, this is pretty cool.
It's unbelievable. And they allow you to stream it for this amount of time. Not very busy here tonight.
2316.
Well, we'll go this way first. I don't think the saloon's open, but oh, Mike, what's that say? They're having a gathering.
2316.
How you doing?
Is there a birthday party? Yes. Whose birthday? Whose birthday? Yeah.
Happy birthday from us.
And is this?
Oh, CBD.
Tell us about it. Is this her shop here? No, does she have a shop? Is this where she sells it?
No, she's gonna have it online.
Online? Very good.
Nice.
Awesome. Awesome.
Love entrepreneurs. Absolutely. What's the name of it? Amos and Amos? Okay.
Code 329.
All right, Amos and Amos.
329.
You'll be seeing me.
Thank you.
Have a good night.
I'm karaoke in the garage.
Cheers. Huh?
Thank you. Code 318.
You might as well. I wouldn't walk anywhere in that condition. Have a good night.
So bottom line is something, a little launch party for starting a new product there. Seem like all nice people, huh?
Yeah.
Obviously they're serving alcohol at the launch party. That's good.
That's very clear.
Is it by Pink or by, what was the name? It was kind of confusing on the sign there, but. Hey! Well, we'll just drive over to the Mountains Park Sports Bar and see if security's got any problems tonight. Not too many people here on a Wednesday, apparently. Give you a little view of the front door. How's it going? What's up? Hey, listen, I heard there was a big scattering the other night when those shots went off, huh? Huh? No? Wasn't us.
267 clear.
Did you handle it? Did you handle it?
2219.
You did it. No, we don't do stuff like that. But I heard there was a lot of running. Nobody got hit though, huh?
You have a great night, sir. That was you.
Nobody got hit.
You shot.
You think I put some fireworks out there or what? Throw some fireworks in the street? No. No, not us. My son, my 15-year-old might do that. I don't know.
Very nice, sir.
What? Have a good night, you guys. Not too busy on Wednesdays or what?
Very nice, sir.
Hey, you never know what the weather's like.
I know.
Minnesota.
Yeah, we weren't working that night, but there was a call here with several shots fired. Everybody running here, there, and everywhere. And of course, that guy standing in the doorway, he's saying, well, that was us. we scared them all off. So he knows that's not true, but...
And that was a confirmed shots fired too. They recovered casings and.
Yep. There's almost more people coming now. Hey, we might have to stop and get a nibble at the Bryson Pen. What do you think?
That wouldn't be a bad idea, actually.
I could use, when I'm eating food, my son, I don't know if my son's listening, but he's out with me enough, so there's a lot of different food options, but the ham and cheese sandwich from Holiday isn't too bad. You gotta put it in the microwave for 40 seconds.
40 seconds.
40 seconds for the ham and cheese sandwich.
Squad 226, CPA. 226, go ahead. 444 Maryland.
At 2220.
444 Maryland. It's following up on a just PPV. 444 Maryland. There was a gentleman killed there last year.
Bravo 744 MEOT.
Suspect's pending trial. He's still in our jail. I go down there and talk to him once in a while. Sometimes
5173 with a strong 1666 extra Romeo Hotel.
Copy. Dispatch calling 10-2 for 271.
I think that's in Maryland.
2222.
I don't know. I said 500. Check out the pendings too while you're there. Where on earth is he? Thing about this job, I know it's the same.
500 East 7th at the Holiday.
Oh.
We have 500 East 7th.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense though. Oh, the Holiday.
The Holiday, yeah.
7th and Kitson.
Mm-hmm.
Not too far from that. Doesn't he say he's out with a stolen?
Yes.
6-3 animal with 271.
69 copy.
We're not going to be in the second one there, but sounds like K9's out there already. Hopefully these people don't try to get over. Those look red.
Hold on. Clear.
Well, they haven't indicated their code 4 yet, so we'll continue on. Usually they will announce their code 4 status. There's 2 cars there, but
100. Can you change to a PRC clear violation with 112 and 109?
looks like enough help here. I'd say there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, they haven't got them out of the car yet. That's the problem. Oh, they got.
Thank you. Check out the passenger custody.
They got a whole
Copy. Building 10-2.
carload here.
We got plenty of help here.
Yeah.
Copy. Plenty of help.
So they're taking them out of the car over there to the side. We'll just sit here. That's Chief Topol's son there that was probably here first, making the arrest.
Is that the officer who took him around to the other side of the car?
Yeah. Well, obviously we have female officers to search females. Jesus, criminy. Yeah. Homeless guy just dropped a bunch of stuff next to us. Alright, well, I think we're gonna...
They got this under control.
They got this under control. I got 8 cars here now. So, stolen car, registered, comes back stolen, several people in it. Whether they all knew it was stolen is always a question, right? I mean, that's the thing for the prosecution.
Exactly.
So a lot of times they won't prosecute any of the passengers unless there's proof that they either knew it was stolen or for driving it or something.
271, if you haven't yet, you can clear the air.
There's two different statutes. One is actually auto theft, where you're actually stealing the car. And after it's originally stolen, then the other charge is unauthorized use of a motor vehicle. So technically we can arrest everybody in the car for unauthorized use of a motor vehicle, but knowing that most of the passengers won't be charged.
It's really not worth it.
110. 110. Advised with 175.
And on occasion what we have is that somebody stole the car and gave it to somebody else, telling him he could use it, not actually knowing that it was stolen. Looks like Ellery's got a little crowd going there.
A little bit.
You got a little kid behind us? Or?
Anyone coming to up here, North 3202 East of 7th Street
Did I
for
do
a
that?
No, I
suspicious
turned
car.
too hard and pulled.
Parked on 7th. Male party got out, took something out of the
Getting old,
vehicle,
not for
and then
sissies.
went towards 9th Street.
Don't show weakness,
Vehicles,
Pat.
a silver or white sedan parked on 7th Street. $23.30.
Big Al from Ellery's, he actually was a really excellent football player back when he was younger. He passed away now, but see if he can strike up a convo.
How's it going tonight?
Good. Well, let's find out.
A little quiet tonight or what?
Yeah, I mean, it's still early.
Yeah, I noticed that they start coming about 11:30, 12. Last week we were... Huh?
Excuse me?
It's probably closer to 12.
Excuse me?
You didn't tell us you want us to leave, did you? Is that it? Okay. Well, last week we were here on Friday. You had quite a crowd.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That was
What, 223?
quite a crowd. Well,
223.
let us know if you need us.
Just advising on a suspicious impending.
You're
the
welcome.
intersection of Morton and Oakdale. The caller can hear glass smashing. Believes somebody may be trying to break into a house.
Well,
Unknown if it's related.
Clearly
to
that bouncer didn't like the police.
He sure didn't seem to.
No.
Copy.
But, yeah.
2331.
But we'll keep trying to win him over.
If he knew us, he'd love us.
Yeah. Well, one of them was very friendly and supportive. Actually, there was 3 bouncers there. 2 were fine. One of them decided that he wanted us to leave.
Squad 373, coverage alarm. Squad to assist 825 7th Street. Out of alarm covering front door.
378, I'll be clear. Soon I'll go.
370, copy, thank you.
Try some Pennsylvania, Pat, for a little bit. Just grab
Sure.
a hot ham and cheese sandwich.
Maybe a hot dog for me.
Okay, you got
You and I.
You got the sandwich. This guy's got no lights either.
I'm clear, you can send me that whole vehicle.
Was there front lights on that car? There's no back ones or what?
I don't think he's got either.
How's it going?
223.
Your lights aren't on, sir. No problem.
Unfounded from
Yeah,
219.
have a good night.
You can send me with him.
Do it.
Proceed.
Cub food. Caller stopped a shoplifter, was hit in the face, bleeding. Clinic declined, suspect left on foot behind the store, eastbound. 5-minute delay, black male, 19, 5'4", 180 of black clothing.
Cub foods.
329, copy.
2333.
You can cancel 329. We'll take it.
Copy, 32, can you clear?
You had your arm out the window.
Copy.
Reminds
Keep
me.
it on it. Keep it on it. We'll check here. Thank you.
My partner Mike Beeson had his arm out the window and was on the mirror. He had his hand on the mirror, and I was backing up on Lake Como. And if you remember, those trees used to stick out on the east side of Como where they're right in the roadway.
Oh, yeah.
So at the last minute, he felt the tree before his hand got totally impaled between the tree and the mirror.
Oh, no.
So his hand did better than the mirror. Yeah, they have trees right, actually right grew into the road, those old elms that they didn't want to take down.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a beautiful picture of the state capitol or what?
That's beautiful.
That's gorgeous. Yeah, they did a lot of remodeling on the Capitol, restoration. When I was little, we used to go up to those golden horses up there. They took us on a tour. Unfortunately, when school classes were up there, kids would scratch their names into the horses.
Oh, no.
Yeah, so after a while, they decided they couldn't let people. It's actual gold. What do you call that on the outside? It's terrible. We can't come up with the word.
Of course
Leaf,
not.
gold leaf or something, and so they stopped letting the school kids go up there to the roof.
That's too bad.
Here's the front of that state Senate office building we were talking about earlier when we were behind, and try to get you an angle on it. But that's where all the Senate meetings take place. Of course, the Senate's run by the Republicans, and the House, well, not run by, but majority Republicans, and in the House, the other state office building is where the House of Representatives house themselves.
Call 324.
324.
May you please change this to a civil? You can mark a report with 306, 307, and east, and I'll be out at 1177 Van Clarence on a PPV.
2336.
Kind of quiet.
5 Royal Court for an 83-year-old male, conscious, breathing, fell off the bed, not injured, requesting a lift assist.
Well, I must have missed the pressure plate there. Oh, there it is.
Thank you, 2337.
report.
Traffic for traffic, get checked, there's no.
That guy needs a muffler. We'll let this one go. Oh, we better drive down Charles on our way there just to check in on my friends at 154 Charles. My son loves that music.
Yes?
Yeah, my son loves that music.
I'm an old guy, but I like it too.
Yeah. I don't know, every generation wonders why the kids listen to the music they do, don't they?
Isn't that the truth?
Cold out, Pat. You better light up a heater.
It's a little chilly.
Huh?
It's a little chilly.
Yeah.
Yeah. 189 traffic. 189. LaFawn and McCubbin, 644 uniform Echo Yankee.
We'll run by there first, huh?
LaFawn's McCubbin.
Sure.
Just not too far from the nickel joint.
What was the nature of the call? I missed it.
Traffic 39.
Okay.
So we're at Thomas. Of course, Thomas is, it goes University, Sherburne, Charles, Edmond, Thomas, and then LaFond is the next one. He's on traffic on LaFond. McCubbin is 2 blocks west of Western, so we're coming up on Western. And
3926.
3926.
just a traffic stop, but at this time of night when
We are at Old National Bank with 2 vehicles.
Oh, by yourself.
742 X-ray Union Charlie.
And there's some backup.
there's his backup. This grid here, they work pretty hard,
Vehicles at 2340.
and I run into a lot of cars when I'm down here working.
3910, show me the road.
Copy.
Well, that's a little strange. Generally don't like to come at them from the front for their sake as well as he's facing westbound on LaFond, so we're not going to drive down LaFond from in front of him. So there's a third car that's making a sweep.
26 on code 4.
And then he just announced that he's code 4, so nobody else
26 code 4 at 2341.
has to swing by. We'll just drive by real quick. Right in front of St. Agnes. Is there 3 of them or 2 of them?
2 of them.
One driver. 2 officers. Back in the day, they would have told that guy he needed a haircut. You remember there were days that we'd come to work and you'd get sent home to go get your haircut.
Yeah, that is not a lie.
213.
That's what happened. You get told to go home
Can we
and
get
get your
medics
haircut.
to our location? Adult,
Your
female.
mustache is too long.
Well, you couldn't have a mustache. Well, first you couldn't even have them, but then when you did have them,
Copy, Sergeant Medic.
a guy who worked at B5.
Don Havel.
Don Havel, yeah.
He had an impressive handlebar mustache.
Yeah. We were so lucky to have those older mentors. You know, they were just level-headed guys, you know what I mean? They were, you know, they'd been through a lot in life. Some of them were vets, just level-headed.
Yep.
And I was telling, I got called by the media about this the other day, and I was telling them that, you know, my hero was John Nord. You remember?
Oh, John Nord was everybody's hero.
South of White Bear Floral on Hoffman.
Just unbelievable watch commander. He'd get out on the street,
on for the last couple hours.
and he had a nose for finding cars, stuff, instinct.
South of White Bear Floral with his hazards on 2343.
He could come up with stuff. The rest of us would be screwing around, and he'd say, "I got the car." Well, yeah. What was the motto he had? What was his number? 900 from a block away. You know,
oh yeah, block away Nord.
Block away. Whenever the calls were coming out, 900 from a block away. That was the watch commander's number back then.
262. 262, copy. Any others?
Just really a great role model. He passed away.
510, copy.
Just
36650.
just exceptional. We all liked working for him, you know. That was the thing. When you're on the street, nothing was going to rattle him.
Go 3-1 compressionized complaint, squad to assist. 1833 Stillwater, the garage, now making a lot of noise.
Now, an hour and a half later, the 1833 Stillwater call.
324.
Maybe 2 hours.
224, copy, thank you, 1024.
3926 traffic.
You see that car that went down? You saw that car that went down Aurora there? And
44th in Division.
I missed it.
699 Union Quality. Squads for midnight. EOT Squad 160.
He's over here. I mean,
160.
it's very common for. I mean, the truth is, there's a lot of people without licenses out there, and it's very common for them to avoid the main streets.
That one right there.
Yeah. So
187.
we don't.
187. I miss anyone? Squad's up, good one, 2345.
We don't stop them for that reason, but we just like to take an extra look. This guy might have been going to the Wendy's. Yeah. Shortcut to Wendy's.
Yep.
The racers used to come in here, remember it all? I mean, they used to hang out here too. Well, maybe not since you retired, but I mean, not while you're working.
No, that was.
They like to hang out in the parking lot there and show their cars off. Then they go somewhere else to race. Eastbound University from McCubbin. Well, hot ham and cheese.
44324.
If it's slow anywhere else, it's always busy at Bryson, Pennsylvania.
I think I'm going to forever remember 40 seconds on the ham and cheese sandwich.
40 seconds. Well, the thing is, you want to make sure it's extra hot just in case you want to kill everything in there before you eat it. It's not Voldemort.
Drivers on the RO.
920, copy code 4, drivers on the RO, 2347.
So, just a couple thoughts on COVID. Just, you know, I do think it's going to be making a comeback here. We've done everything we can to keep the jail safe and prepare our employees. And the masks, etc., all that helps, but
could you please give to myself 697 and 699?
The numbers are going to
2340.
The numbers are going to increase. It's just it's unfortunately the whole country didn't shut down at the same time, but it is what it is. And now the other places that did are affecting us. I have sort of a first-hand story. Our son plays hockey up at the super rink, and he's in a program there called FIT. Great hockey program, great rink. Well, we got an email today saying that they're suspending the program now because four of the instructors, I think it's 2 anyhow, I'm not 100% sure exactly what it meant, but 2 of the instructors there have tested positive.
Check the area for a vehicle alarm.
And apparently some of the children in the program have too. So obviously our son's not going to be attending, and he's healthy. They don't let parents or any outsiders into the rink.
9173.
But obviously now we got to start monitoring our son's health.
9173. Checking status. Reports unoccupied. For the correct plate is Charlie Paul Mary 38.
Well, here's that car right here. Here's that ECG 253 that took off on us when we were over at Thomas and. Hi guys! You done with Willards for the night or what? You going back to Willards? I saw your car out front. ECG 253.
Yeah, I think I ran that earlier.
Yeah. I think Joe sent it to us, actually. Somebody sent it to me. Somebody sent me the plate. So, I don't know if those are the guys that are tied to the skimmers. You remember the skimming group?
Mm-hmm.
So... what kind of car were they driving originally? That's when we were following the skimmers.
A Suburban.
Yeah. Oh.
690.
Let's run that. See what we got. Well, that's definitely the car that was at
LVEOT. How would I say?
Thomas and Grotto.
2351.
Somebody sent me that. Oh, I know. It was in this one here.
One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. Can you clear my system on the CAN and log me out? Maybe having some issues. Copy.
Oh. Victoria sent it. Thank you, Victoria. Yep, that was the same plate. CG253.
Valid. The owner is, anyways. Let's see here.
What I end up doing is I end up going in and deleting everything because it's tough to keep track of where they are, right? EBR 338. He's in a hurry. Did you pull up there, huh? Let's go talk to these gentlemen. Just lurking in the parking lot. Oh, see if I can warm them up.
213.
You guys waiting for some good-looking women to show or what?
Rig to United Mountain Avenue.
Got fish? What do you got for bait? You get those good looks? What's going on? Anything? I saw you over at Grotto and Thomas. I wrote your plate down. You guys, I don't know if you were in Willards, but we were. Why you write my plate down? Huh? Why you write my plate down? Because we were looking for a guy over there. Looks a little like you. Huh?
Not me at all, sir.
No. He's got a little longer braids than you, though.
Put in on traffic. Funny enough.
What's going on otherwise?
Thomas and Milton, Charlie 6 Sierra Romeo 599. Thomas Milton.
We're just roaming like you know. We got nothing going on.
382 traffic.
Is that woman that was in that car next to you, is she a friend or what?
Jason Mendota,
No.
Minnesota Alpha Lima Foxtrot 972.
Yeah. You trying to holler at her too? Why don't we turn these lights off? There. You got a Mr. Misty car wash sticker too, huh? Yeah, that's good. Is that what kind of engine is that one? The V8, the Hemi, or?
373.
We got a Hemi in this one, but not the SRT.
My
My kid tells me the SRT's got 560 horsepower or something, or what? Have you heard that? I don't know. Well, it's a pleasure talking to you. You want me to get you anything when I'm in the holiday?
Probably.
I'm going in there to get a hot ham and cheese sandwich.
40 seconds in the
40
microwave.
seconds in the microwave.
Perfect.
And you know what else? Mountain Dew. I like your friend. He smiles a lot. I like that.
But it seems I can check on the mail in the parking lot and stuff around.
Hey, you guys got Facebook? Oh, okay. Well, hey, it's the Bob and Pat. Bob and Pat. Bob and Pat. Later.
Southbound 35E for County Road E, Edward, Minnesota, David Robert Henry 714.
You don't think that's him, do you?
Heavy southbound
Oh, no.
35E,
Absolutely
Road
not.
E, Edward 2355.
What's going on?
Clear report.
Let's see who this is. Say hi to this gentleman. If I don't hit a curve or something.
At the back door, anything is leaking. Copy.
How's it going?
Hey, all right, how you?
Good.
I ain't seen you in 10 years.
Yeah, where do we used to know each other?
Last time down on Arlington, the Orient at the baseball field.
Yeah.
With Steve.
Winfield?
Yeah.
Winfield, yeah, he still works at the sheriff's office. Great guy.
Yeah, a long time ago.
Great guy, yeah. What are you up to now?
Oh, man, you know, just enjoying my life.
Good.
I'm an old man now.
Yeah, me too.
So I'm doing what old men do.
Yeah, driving Durangos.
Hey.
That's good. So, nice of you to say hi. What was your name again?
Bill.
Bill. Thanks for saying hi, Bill. See you later. Thank you. Thank you.
Clear report with 366 and 300.
Well, I'm gonna leave the car parked at a pump here, so you viewers can keep an eye. Oh, there's Susie again, you guys. Please, Susie, don't solicit Pat.
No, please don't, Susie.
Just gonna get a little closer to this pump here. Get sideswiped. All right, we'll be back. We're gonna run in. The radio will be on. Transmission's on. We're gonna go get. I'm gonna get a hot ham and cheese sandwich.
286, we're cold.
I already had my 2 Twinkies. Thanks to Pat.
We shall return.
Won't be long. Somebody steals our car, let us know. How's it going?
Go 3 and 4.
We gotta wear our masks, huh?
That white HHR that they're pursuing previously is southbound on Payne, taking going eastbound on 7th right now, fleeing at high rate speed. I'm not chasing.
Hey, Pat.
Copy southbound Payne.
We gotta go. We got a car in pursuit.
361.
Little car pursuit here.
The report for like the block behind the vehicle is still going eastbound 7th Street. Lights are off. We're not pursuing.
Copy eastbound 7th. Not pursuing.
Eastbound 7th. Which car was it? Was that one? With
361. He's made it up to Hope Street. Same thing. Lights are always in the right lane.
Description.
That's quite drive license.
Description.
At 361, we're at Arcade 7. Unknown where it went after that.
Copy Arcade 7's last visual to white HHR.
It's northbound Arcade passing Need right now, blacked out.
Copy northbound Arcade passing Need, blacked out.
And that vehicle was reported to be at 876 Lawson during the time of our shots fired call a little bit ago, so it might be heading that way.
Which vehicle is it?
It's a white HHR.
What is it?
It's past Magnolia, still dark out, high rate of speed, not pursuing.
Chevy,
Magnolia, high rate of speed,
sort of
dark
a
out, not pursuing.
station wagon-y kind of thing.
At 361 earlier, there was a white male, shaved head, skinny build, black tank top and black short driving it.
Clear.
Early driver was a white male. Thin belt, shaved head, black tank. Midnight.
So the car probably has a gun in it since it was at the corner of Lawson, and just that shots fired call that we had was just south of where that Magnolia call was. But I know this white HR, this car was probably involved. What is the model that we signed, a brand?
HHR, it looks like that. Only white.
That's the name of the model?
Yeah.
382.
I've been away from cars too long.
Just for squad info, there's damage to the front passenger side. It's missing the headlight there.
Copy damage to front passenger side, missing that headlight at 1 minute.
Well, the key is getting up to Maryland 35. on the other way.
639, is that car come back clear?
Affirmative.
Copy.
2 minutes.
$43.34. We've got that car northbound Edgerton from Maryland, going north, still dark out.
Well, you did this
perfectly. Maryland, still dark out.
Yeah. 361, are we able to use stop 6 if we get ahead of it?
Maybe relock?
Yeah.
West on Arlington.
That's on Arlington. 300.
I think I might want to feel
300.
to get off on Maryland. Too risky.
I'm sorry, I didn't copy anything.
Request for a stop 6 for this vehicle.
2400 if any county cars want to help St. Paul that's trying to catch up and pursue a car at 35 in Arlington. Authorized.
Negative. Arlington and DeSoto is our last sighting, still going westbound. Might want to let Central know. You can smell his brakes burning, he's moving pretty good.
Copy, let's see in westbound. Arlington, DeSoto. Let's just being advised.
White Chevy HHR last seen westbound on Arlington.
Northbound Arkwright from Arlington for a witness.
Coming right to us. Coming right
Copy,
to
northbound
us.
Arkwright, Arlington.
Let that St. Paul car go east and we'll take the next
If you
one.
want to take St. Paul Channel East, that'd be helpful.
He's going to try to
That's
make it.
5372 Cup. Still northbound from Nebraska.
Yep.
Going northbound, blacked out. He's pulling over. Oh, he's pulling the UE.
I want to use
Copy,
it.
northbound
It's a dead end there.
Nebraska.
I've been there.
U-turn.
We're going to attempt to stop here at Hoyt and Arkwright. We got our lights on. He's attempting to flee from us. He's boxed into the cul-de-sac.
Yeah. I had chasing
Copy,
that same
back to the
cul-de-sac.
Go around us on the grass.
Gonna go around the grass.
He went around us in the cul-de-sac here, heading southbound.
On what?
Arkwright.
Getting southbound from the cul-de-sac.
Stops at Arkwright, Maryland.
South 6 for Great Maryland.
Well, you ain't going to make it that far. I've got Arlington and cut across the
He got us around us in the front yard at Arkwright and Hoyt at a high rate of speed. We disengaged. We don't have our lights on. We're not pursuing.
Copy, disengaged, not pursuing.
6 eastbound Arlington right now. It's still dark. Not pursuing.
Eastbound Arlington.
From Arlington, Arkwright, dark out, not pursuing.
364 information. Looks like the same driver description as earlier. White male, shaved head.
Clear right.
Copy, same driver description as earlier, white male,
I hate to have that east and west screwed up.
364 southbound Edgerton from Arlington.
Southbound Edgerton, Arlington.
Do we got anybody near 35 in Maryland in case he tries to get on the highway?
We were there at once.
369 eastbound Sherwood.
Eastbound
Crossing
Sherwood.
Payne. We're not pursuing.
Eastbound Sherwood, crossing Payne.
378 Maryland to 35 US 5.
Maryland 35.
That's what you call. What happened there to the
Previous phone
TV?
call.
369.
Still working.
Eastbound Sherwood past Greenbrier. We're lost sight there.
Oops.
Eastbound Sherwood past Greenbrier, lost visual.
Yeah, we got a problem here. The camera thinks we're upside down.
At this time.
Should I just pull it out?
Huh?
6 minutes.
I just leave it for right now.
37 keeps them out in the area of 876 Lawson. Is probably where he's trying to get back to.
So,
Maybe trying to get back to 876
that's
Lawson.
a little annoying, huh?
32 copy.
I think that, I hard driving told the camera we were
Eastbound Cottage from Arcade.
Eastbound Cottage from Arcade.
All right, I'm gonna hate to do this.
Parked out. He's got his lights back on. Now south on Mendota.
Happy lights back on.
I'll tell you what, try just turning that thing the other way. Turn just
314,
pivot it right.
word on flight.
Oh, maybe here. Let me see it. Here, hang on a minute.
Still checking standby.
Grab the whole thing.
36 now east on clear.
All right.
Eastbound on clear.
Oh, that's not good.